All right, and welcome back. Welcome back. We've got everyone joining us for day number 11. And I'm going to let everyone into the room. I know some people have come and gone. It's 12:15. Want to say hi and welcome. Thanks for waiting. I had forgotten yesterday that I was with a group this morning until just a minute or two ago. So thank you for sticking around or coming back. Good to see you. How's your Monday starting? 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb up. All right. I have to say it's been a full Monday and it's only 12:15. But that's the world of virtual, right? I've just come off a virtual facilitation essentials program. We were talking about just like the different pace of this world. What I love about our time together is it gives us a chance to slow down, and we're not on day 15. You can see what I've been working on. I'm just going to go the slow route. We are actually at day 11. And I don't know if you've seen this yet, but today's topic is something I used to call the 3 R's, which is now the 4 R's. So to get us grounded on a Monday, what's your window for the week, right? As we step into a new week, what's the window you want to look out of? I know that like for some of us, we've been in a static location for a while. Wouldn't it be fun if we could have a new window, even a new window dressing? So I'd love for you to just lean in. Is there a window here that piques your fancy or that you want to embrace as a bit of a metaphor for what you want to create this week? Do you want to bring in some red and passion and heart? Do you want to bring in the tranquil vibe of the blue? Or do you want to bring in the natural world in green? What's your window, or you can imagine what's your door? I think some of these are actually doors. So if you can, grab your annotation. Annotation is found at the top of your screen. And just mark for us which of these doors do you want to walk through, or which of these windows do you want to look out of this week? What's it going to be? We've got more people coming in, which is good. So what's the window you want to embrace for the week? So notice that we've got, oh, this is so interesting. We've got some that have been chosen twice. We've got others coming in and joining us. So if you're just joining us right now, welcome. Welcome to our Monday call. Thanks for joining us. If you're just coming in, we're doing a quick warm-up, and the warm-up for this call is simply, what's the window or the door you want to embrace as you step in to your Monday? Don't give it a lot of thought, but just think about what one is going to highlight. Maybe I like that one that you've just maybe seen circled at the top with the different colors. Every week has its own rhythm, but in the virtual space, we don't always see how that rhythm changes time to time. So I hope you found that fun. And we are going to move into our call because some of you might need to drop off a little early. I'm going to clear our screen here. Thank you very much for sharing that. Just a reminder, it's a new week. And if you have the booster pack, complete your daily planner, right? If you don't have the booster pack but want it, pick one up at bit.ly/2121 sign up. And this is the blog post. I know some of you are following the blog posts every day. So today is day 11 of this adventure. Day 11 is all about what I'm not just calling the 3 R's, but this year the 4 R's. So as a virtual professional, we may be focusing in on how do I do all this? Like, how do I keep building and growing and designing? Well, here's the secret. You don't have to always create new. In fact, you want to practice what I used to call the 3 R's. Now I call the 4 R's, because after everyone's been virtual for the last 10 months, you got to repurpose, reuse, recycle, and resyndicate. Not everyone sees your stuff. And I'll use this example of like realizing at about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, oh my goodness, I need to start this call at 12:15. I put it up a couple of places. I put it up in the Facebook group. I sent an email out to those people on the mailing list for this, but again, some people didn't see it. So re-syndicate. If you think your materials are going out into the world, re-syndicate, send it out again, because chances are not even a drop of people have seen what you are actually creating. So that is working backwards on our 4 hours. The 4 hours really apply to content creation and are really a lever if you're not wanting to just always feel like you have to create. Take a look at what you've got already. Can you repurpose something? So can you actually take 2 articles that you wrote and put that into a white paper? Or maybe it's like 5 articles and it becomes a white paper. Could you alternatively reuse something, right? Could you take a module that you've done in a group on strengths and actually look to reuse it or repurpose it for another group within ethical boundaries, right? Like, how much is original in the world, right? There is definitely original thought, but a lot of times we are merging and morphing what we do. So for your content, not other people's content, your own content, think about how you can reuse what you've built already. We also want to recycle things. And you'll notice, like, this is a great example. The 21 for 21 isn't part of standout. It's a standout recycling, because 2 years ago, I did a similar start of the year event, which was called the 19 for 19. And it focused more on productivity. For this 21 to 21, there's about 40% that was the same with an update on spin on virtual, but then about 60% was new. So that's a really good example of like how you can be repurposing, reusing, recycling, and resyndicating. So I'm going to invite you today, think about how you might do this in your work so that you can actually just leverage what you've created already. So with that, any questions before we get into our sprint? Who wants to like do more of the 4 R's? Resyndicate, reuse, recycle. Yeah, it can feel like pretty exhausting. I constantly hear from people like, how do you create so much new stuff? Some of it is totally new. And every week I spend about an hour to 2 hours on a Sunday typically doing my writing for the week. So the Teams 365 blog, I do that in a writing burst at the start of every week. I try to always have about 7 to 10 days of blog content in the hopper should anything happen. And so yesterday, after I left you, my voice started going really weird. And I had a bit of laryngitis towards the end of the day and even into today. So I was like, I don't have time to do my writing. But I got up early. I got it done today. We're still 10 days out. I'm not where I wanted to be, but that's okay. You know, again, you find things in bursts. Content is key in today's world. You'll have writers saying that content is, you know, king or queen. I would say to really stand out virtually, you want to create lots of content, valuable content in the areas that are of interest to you and your clients. And so maybe that's your focus for today. We're going to get into our sprint of the day. As we get started, because I love to hear what you're doing. And it's not just me, but I think we're all inspired by what people are doing. What are people's Monday projects? Would anyone like to share? You can unmute and share what you're working on today. I'm continuing. I can do another 10 to 12 pages. Deb Luxton, we missed you on the weekend. So what are you working on today?
I'm getting caught up. It's finding everything is, you know, because things are in multiple spaces. So I created my own sort of worksheet for day 8. I don't know if there was a worksheet to go with it.
There should have been, yeah. And I will go back. I'm sort of doing a double check every day, but I'll go back. Where you might find, if you've got the booster pack, you will find some of them at the top of the screen. They look very micro. They look small, and they may come up as you go into your day 8 materials. You might see just a little tiny button saying day 8 worksheet. So
and all the booster pack stuff is in the Experienceify, right?
In Experienceify, yeah. You'll see it in Experienceify.
I thought,
if you still can't find it, Deb, look for it. Has anyone else had trouble finding day 8?
Well, I finally found the recordings, and actually I found those over in
Replay.
the Sparker
In the Sparker, yeah. It may be easier to
zone,
find it in Sparker.
conversation Sparker zone.
I won't
So
put the
anyway,
I
sorry.
won't put the downloads in the Sparker, but yeah, if you need anything, Deb, just reach out to me and I'll
Okay.
send it along.
Anyway, I'm working on getting caught up.
Getting caught up. Awesome. And how about you, Yan? You've been doing some writing. So what
Yeah, I've been doing some writing and I'm getting someone to critique my writing today. But right now, today, I'm going to work on doing one client testimonial. So I draft it and send it to him. He's happy to do it. I said, I'm going to draft it. I'm going to go through all the notes. He's made comments about me and the final review and then grab 2 sentences and then 3 maybe, and then send it to him. So that's what I'll do.
Nice, nice. Anyone else want to share what they're working on today? Because it's a new week. For those that want to do something consistently, maybe you pick a project to work on every day this week. Just putting that out there if you haven't decided what you want to do. All right, I'm not going to get ahead of this. Michelle, you unmuted, so does that mean you want to share something?
You have an eagle eye, Jen.
I have one eagle eye. Remember that.
Yeah.
Not two. I have one eagle eye. So
Very.
I'm
preparing for a coach mentoring meeting. So
okay. Well, prepare on whether you've chosen to do some administrative tasks or you've chosen to do some writing or admin. Dale, did you want to share as well what you're working on today?
I am finishing my final report.
Final report.
Yep.
That's something that's good. Well, let us start the clock. So here's what I'd ask if you have not joined us before for these, please turn off your video and your microphone so that we can work in quiet. I will be back in 21 minutes to wrap us up and enjoy your work sprint. See you soon. All right, welcome back. That is it for today's sprint. So what were your takeaways today? Day 11, maybe you saw some progress, maybe you didn't. What were your takeaways? Miss Marty, I see you unmuting. What was your takeaway, Marty?
I just have to do things that I need to do. I tackled a letter I've been putting off, and I've got it written.
Yay! Well, there you go. Yeah, we have to get things done, right? In today's VUCA world, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, it's so important to just get it done and get some of the weight off of ourselves. What were some other insights from today's blitz? Dale, did you get it done? Did you get your report done?
I maybe a few more sentences, but I'm getting better at disciplining myself. Like Marty, I'm getting better at saying, okay, I'm going to do it and doing it. I'm not getting sidetracked.
Good.
50 million other things.
There you go. Well, again, it's like, yeah, it's like focus, right? Focus today is like more important than
Focus,
a number
yeah.
of other things.
Focus.
So notice Rhonda. I know, Rhonda, you've been here with us like quite a bit. Good to have you here, Rhonda. She cleaned out her email. I was actually thinking myself that that would be a really good project to do that. And to also, I did some uploading, like I did some like moving over to my external hard drive, but to actually start going through some files and just realizing, do I need it here? Do I need it in the cloud? That would be a great project. And we've got 10 more days left. Dale's saying, have to go, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back at our regular time, so back at 12 noon Eastern. Yan, did you get your stuff done? How about you?
I did. I think it's picking the right size of the project for the 21 minutes. So I want to do a testimonial. I drafted it. It's done. So I think it's a perfect size for the time.
Perfect. Well, that's part of it, right? And just think of the energy you have now that you've been successful with it, right? Part of productivity is also about not only getting things done, but being realistic with what we can get done. When when the reality does not match our abilities, whether it's because of us or things that are out of our control, then we start to lose motivation. So think about how you could be applying these practices outside of the 21 days. And Deb, you've put in our chat, spent the entire time working on my schedule for consistency and daily steps to get that momentum. What a great way to wrap up our topic for today. Again, remember the 4 R's, not just the 3 R's anymore. How are you going to reuse, repurpose, recycle, and resyndicate? So resyndicate means putting it out again, putting it out if you had it on Instagram, putting it out on something else.
Hey, Jennifer,
yes?
What's the difference between reuse and recycle? I struggle with those two.
Yeah, so again, it's pretty similar, but you could reuse, like I could reuse a blog post, right? I'm really resyndicating in some ways, reusing content in a new fashion. Recycling, same thing. Reduce, reuse, recycle, reuse, resyndicate, repurpose, and recycle. So it's all ours, but I think there's ways to think about, is it the same? Is it a combination? Do we put this from one platform to another? And do I simply take what I've created and magnify it, amplify it with the resyndication? Resyndication is one that a lot of people don't look at. And that means pushing it out again, putting it on another channel, or just simply like having evergreen content and doing it one more time. So with that, I'm going to let you roll. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, see, recycle is having its form change. Absolutely. All right, everyone, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Kathy. For some reason it doesn't want to shut me down. See